We're up to page 211 in Halacha Yomi, Halacha 18. It was established in the times of the Talmud that Kiddush should be said in the shul Friday night on behalf of people who are visiting, who would eat regularly in the shul at the meal that was prepared by those in the community. Nowadays, where everybody commonly eats at their house, Kiddush should not be recited in the synagogue Friday night. However, if one is unsure if the people present will say Kiddush at all when they go home, so then it will be praiseworthy to say Kiddush in shul, at least for the people who will not say Kiddush at all. Okay. The one who says Kiddush in shul should not taste from the wine unless he will be drinking Revi'it worth of wine, 81 grams, or 2.85 ounces, and instead he should give the wine to a boy who is underage of bar mitzvah to drink. When saying Kiddush in shul, everyone should stand. You don't need a minyan. Okay, good. 22. One may pray Arvit early, after Plag Minha, then say Kiddush and eat the Shabbat meal while it's still day. However, it's praiseworthy to continue his meal into the evening, past Tzedek Kochavim, eat a kazayah bread after Tzedek Kochavim. That way, you ate the bread during the actual Shabbat itself, even though adding to the Shabbat is a mitzvah, and accepting Shabbat early is good. But some opinions say to fulfill this mitzvah, you have to actually wait till it's the day of the nighttime of Shabbat. So it's better to eat into the Tzedek Kochavim, eat a kazayah over there. 23. The type of cup for Kiddush. The cup that is used for Kiddush should be clean and uncracked. If you accidentally use the cup that was cracked but not completely clean, but yavan, you'd say dehova. 24. The cup is cracked to the point where it not hold the revi'it inside of it without dripping out. It cannot be used for Kiddush. It has to be at least be able to hold the revi'it. 25. Cup that is broken or bent to the point where it can no longer stand on its own. It cannot be used for Kiddush. It's preferable not to use even a cup that stand is broken, even if it could stand on its own. 26. If the cup is not clean, you must wash it on the outside and inside before using it. According to Kabbalah, even though the cup is clean, you still have to wash it before you use it. It's praiseworthy to use silver, real silver cup for Kiddush. Zeli Ivan Veu. According to Kabbalah, the footnote says, silver represents the heavenly attribute of mercy, Hesed. Therefore, it brings blessing. The Chacham Tzvi was quoted for using a clear glass cup. He used to use a clear glass cup for Kiddush, but according to Kabbalah, you should use silver. Okay, 28. What if you're in shul and you don't have a silver cup? You only have disposable cups. Is that considered a cup according to Halacha? Yes, you may use a disposable cup for Kiddush. However, preferable is better not to use it because it's not. So, if you have a plastic cup, disposable cup, Rav Moshe Feinstein writes, the one may not use a disposable paper cup for Kiddush. He says the cup is not made initially to last a long time, and it's meant to be thrown out right after you use it. Therefore, it doesn't have a status of a kli. It doesn't have a status of a vessel. And actually, he says, using a disposable cup is even worse than using a broken cup. However, Chazon Avadia says, what do you mean? At the end of the day, while it's being used to drink the first time, it's a real kli. Only after you use it, it becomes disposable. So therefore, only after you use it is not good. So if he says, it's still considered a cup. Now, and even though it's going to be thrown out afterwards, it's still a cup. Now, obviously, you don't want to be in mahloket. Better to bring it to shul for the Kiddush or for the rabbi. Just keep it in a closet, a nice cup. That way it fulfills according to all opinions. But if they don't have one, they are allowed to use a disposable cup. 29. One who does not have a cup may even recite the Kiddush by holding the bottle of wine and drinking from the bottle. Let's say a person stuck somewhere. He has a small little kedem, bottle, and he has no cup, nowhere to be found. He's stuck somewhere. He needs to do Kiddush. He opens the bottle, Savi Ma'anan. He says the whole Kiddush and drinks from the bottle. 30. Wine that someone drank from is called pagum wine. It's called blemished wine, and is not allowed to be used for Kiddush. If you only have blemished wine available, the only wine you have is wine that somebody drank from. You can fix it. How do you fix it? You add water or more wine to the cup. If you accidentally set Kiddush on a cup that somebody drank from already, and you have no other way of fixing it, no other wine available, but Yavad, he fulfills the mitzvah Kiddush. 31. Pagum water or wine cannot be used to fix a pagum cup of wine. let's say I have 2 cups of wine, and people drink from both, and I say, okay, I'll just pour some more wine into this one, I'll fix it. But this one was also drank from, so it's a problem. So you can't fix pagum wine with pagum wine. You need to have fresh wine from the bottle, added, or fresh water no one drank from, added to the wine. It's better to use a cup of wine that was never pagum than to use wine that was pagum and fixed. Fresh wine that was never drank from is always going to be better than wine that was drank from and you added more wine afterwards to fix it. 33. If one accidentally sipped from the cup, what happened? The guy was sleeping. He was tired. He said Friday night. What do we say first bracha? We say Yomi, and this guy got excited. He wanted to drink wine. All of a sudden, whoop! He sipped from the cup. Everyone's like, "What are you doing? Hey, there's another bracha. Kiddush Shabbat. Finish the bracha." But now, what does he have in his hand? He has in his hand a cup of pagum wine. The wine is blemished already. He drank from it. So what should he do at that moment? He shouldn't talk. He should just add some more wine. Add some more wine to the cup and continue with the Kiddush. Okay, you have to realize also, comes up that people sometimes they drink, they put the wine in the Kiddush, then they drink a little bit, and then they say, Chaval, I don't want to throw out the rest of this wine. What do I want to do? I want to put it back in the bottle. Problem is, what do you have right now? Pagum wine, blemished wine. Put it back in the bottle. You're adding blemished wine to the bottle. Now you're making the whole bottle of wine blemished. So you could Yosef writes, if there's a lot more wine in the bottle, so we could say it's nullified. It's nullified in the majority, which is good fresh wine. But if it's very little left in the bottle, and it's not going to be nullified in majority, it's going to be equal or opposite. The fresh wine is going to be the minority. So then you made the whole bottle pagum now. You made the whole bottle blemished wine. So therefore, a person has to pay attention. If you add it back to the bottle, how much wine is in there? And then also, we said that fresh wine is always better than pagum wine that was fixed. So, okay. 34. Very strong wine should have water added to it before you do Kiddush. The water should be added in 3 different drops. According to Kabbalah, you have to add at least 3 drops of the wine, even if the wine is not very strong, or even if it's grape juice, given that the percentage of water already in it is very low. The wine is din, and judgment, and the water is chesed, is mercies, and you have to do a mixture of 2 to make the balance. And that's you do with adding the water. Okay, 35, we'll stop. Wine that is a very strong smell because it's in a dirty bottle or it's old, it is should not be used for Kiddush. You can mix it as long as it doesn't have a smell. Once it doesn't have a smell anymore, it's okay. 36, one should not use wine that was left out in the open overnight. Right, because that's the snakes. The snakes could put in the venom, even though today we don't have snakes. Some people are machmir nonetheless, so better not to leave a cup of wine overnight out. However, if it was left in a fridge or a sealed closet, the wine may be used even if it wasn't sealed. Like sometimes some people forget to put the cork or the top back on the bottle, but it was in a closet or it was in a fridge. So over there, even if it didn't have a cap, as long as it was put away, it's mutar to use it. Even when using wine that was left open in the fridge, one should first smell it and see if it's not spoiled. Okay, we'll stop over here. Man, see you tomorrow.